Hi viewers, welcome to So Cali episode 5, the English version, Fundamentals of US Immigration Law. Many of our viewers and subscribers have asked for the English translation of our informative videos such as immigration, and as the original video was in Tamil, we are now translated to English. Hope you find it useful. Our channel will play vlogs as well as informative videos on uh, tourism in USA, immigration and finding jobs and how to settle with your family in United States of America. And here in this video, we are going to share about immigration laws. Hope you like it and do subscribe our channel for more information. And if you like it, do share it with your friends as well. Today's overview, we are going to talk about the basic information and essential concepts in immigration and what are the employment-based non-immigrant procedures we have, and what are the employment-based immigrant procedures we have, and what are the different categories of green card, and what are the recruitment process in USA and how they are doing it. Okay, let's move on to essential concepts in immigration. First of all, let's see the differences between citizen and foreign national, immigrant and non-immigrant, and what is visa and a visa status. Let's see the difference between citizen and a foreign national. All non-citizens, such as temporary visa holders, the green card holders, the PRs, are subjected to different immigration law. Even the PR is involved in a violation, they are subject to deportation, and thus only the citizens are having a different set of laws. They can do the participate in the voting in the elections and stand for the elections as well, and they can hold the US passport. So US immigration law treats all non-immigrants equally. Let's see the difference between the immigrants and non-immigrants. Immigrants are otherwise known as permanent residents or the green card holders are allowed to live and work in the United States without any restriction, whereas non-immigrants are admitted for a purpose only. The purpose can be temporary work, education, or such as like dependent of the primary visa holder. Sometimes the non-immigrant visa can be of dual intent, whereas they can change to a permanent residency as well. Let's see the difference between visa and a visa status. Visa is the document required to enter the United States and it will be stamped in the passport of the country of origin. The candidate has to participate in the interview process if required and has to fill out the forms such as DS 160 and produce the required documents in front of the US consulate officer and get the visa approved. On arrival into the United States, the candidate gets a I-94 record which indicates the duration of the stay, duration of authorized stay. So during that stay, the candidate, the the immigrant or the non-immigrant can extend their stay legally and they can reside in US. So there are various forms such as I-539 where it allows the candidate to change the status and stay legally, and these are the various key documents one has to carry or have it always ready while staying in the United States. One is the passport, the other thing is visa stamp, and the I-94, which we talked about it earlier. And there's another set of forms pertaining to the visa, such as I-20 for F1, the students, and I-797 for H-1B and other documents. So it's always essential for the person who's residing in US as an immigrant or non-immigrant to have these passports and documents in hand every time, and particularly traveling closer to the border, it's very much appreciated to have this with them always. And let's see about various other essential concepts of how they can come to US as a non-immigrant and immigrant. So let's go further about it. Let's see various non-immigrant concepts and procedures. The basic procedures may be the individual petitions or employer-sponsored petitions, and the change of status, and extension of status, and adjustment of status. And let's see those concepts in detail with specific focus towards employment-based visas and the green card process in various categories. Let's go ahead and look what they are. Let's talk about the most popular work visa, which is H-1B. H-1B, the basic requirements are you need a job offer and it should be a specialty occupation and you should have a LCA certified, which is a labor capital agreement indicating your prevailing wage for the geography. And the education requirements are you have to be bachelor's or higher, and it has its own processing times and quotas. It's around 85,000 per year, and there's special cases for master's degree holders of US. And the length depends upon the length of the project, and you can bring in your spouses and children, dependent children, on H4 dependent visa. And let's see more details about the various work visas here. And based upon the extraordinary ability, one can get O1 visa that should be national or internationally renowned, and it's again employer sponsored. And there's TN visa for Canadian and Mexican professionals, and L1 for intra-company transferees who has overseas office in the United States. And there are visas based on the treaty, trade, and investment, which is E1 and E2 visa. So now let's go ahead and see the various features of the common visas, which are H1B, L1, and TN, and let's see what are the various differences between each of them as well. And let's see the differences between all the three popular employment-based visas, which are H1, L1, and TN. The H1 and L1 is not country specific, whereas TN visa is subject only to the Canada and Mexico professionals. All three of these visa categories needs a job offer, so it's very mandatory to get any of this visa. You need to have a job offer. And H1B needs the labor capital agreement, which is indicating a prevailing wage, whereas L1 and TN doesn't require one. Bachelor's degree is mandatory for H1B, and it's not a requirement for L1 or TN, but it's recommended to be in the area of the profession. H1B needs justification for a specialty occupation, whereas L1 it's under either a managerial or executive category or a specialized knowledge, and TN visa is given only under the NAFTA designated professions. The quota for H1B is 85,000 per year, and there is no quota for L1 or TN visa. H1B, the duration is 6 years, whereas L1 can be, L1A is for 7 years extended in terms of 2, 3, 3, and L1B is for 5 years, which is extended first 2 and then 3. And TN visa is renewable indefinitely. And work authorization is required for the spouses of H1B and H1B. That happens only when they apply the green card. Whereas for L1, the spouses can work the day one itself, and TN visa has no such provisions. Let's see what is permanent residency. Permanent residency is the most popular one, and everyone, as a non-immigrant or a potential immigrant to US, look forward for one. It's also known as the green card or Form I-551. So it's not that you are granted to be well, like staying in USA forever. It's can be well said as long as you maintain the legal status and obey the immigration laws, you will be provided the permanent residency, and it's renewed once in 10 years. There are various categories for employment-based immigrant procedures for the green card. The first one is the EB1. It's for the extraordinary ability, such as the Olympic gold medalist, Nobel laureates, and who have patents and outstanding researchers and professors. And the EB2 is has a national interest waiver category, and there are few for capital certified, such as advanced degree professionals or bachelor's degree holders with 5+ years of experience. The third one is EB3. That is the most common one where it just requires a bachelor's degree and skilled work experience of 2+ years. So this requires LCA, which is similar to that of H1B, and they have to apply with an employer who can be able to sponsor them. And it has different stages, such as getting I-140 approval and then applying for the permanent residency. So there are various different procedures, and one can consult their potential employer or their current employer for this process, and it requires a lot of legal documents to be reviewed. So here in this video, we are giving you some insights, but the final decisions on this should be made with immigration lawyer and your employer. And yeah, let's come to the topic of recruitment in US. So everybody wants to have a career in US and a dream job in US, and let's see how it is. So the US law does not permit the recruiters to discriminate based upon whether you are a citizen or non-citizen, or they can't ask you, do you have a green card, to hire you. And it can be very challenging to get a job, but based upon your qualifications and talent, if you work harder, you can definitely secure one. And having said that, there can be some tricky parts where the employers and the recruiters are allowed to ask, are you legally authorized to work in the United States, or will you now or in the future require sponsorship? So this means that they are like scrutinizing based upon their funds which they have for the immigration sponsorship, which are usually costly. So they may decide based upon these questions, even though they are not directly allowed to ask about your legal status in United States. So as long as you meet the correct employer at the correct time with your skill sets, you definitely end up getting your dream job in United States. Let's see about the family-based immigration. Family-based immigration is the topmost. You can see in the pie chart indicating about 65%. So the immediate relatives that do not have any quota. It includes the spouses of green card holders, their children, their unmarried sons and daughters. So the primary applicant can sponsor the green card for them, and uh, they can bring them as a permanent resident to United States. And this is bit of like very like there's a lot of backlogs in it for some specific countries, and hope it is there comes a better reform in US immigration to resolve those. If you have any questions, you can comment in the comment section below, and we will definitely try to provide you correct answer or point to correct links and websites for your answers for your questions. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please do subscribe and share our video with your friends and relatives, and do constantly watch our videos from So Cali, and we will try to provide English translation for the informative videos which we provide. Stay tuned to our channel. Thank you for watching this video, and more to come on US immigration, job search, and travel and tourism in the United States. Thank you guys.